It started as a quiet rumor whispered between stylists backstage, a rumor that no one dared to believe. Rowoon and Park Eun, the golden pair who once melted hearts in the king's affection, were said to be dating for real this time. For weeks, their agencies denied it. Fans brushed it off as wishful thinking. But tonight, everything changed. Because just 1 month into officially confirming their relationship, the couple dropped a bombshell so unexpected, it sent shockwaves through the entire Korean entertainment industry. Hold on tight, K-drama family, because this journey is only just beginning. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. The revelations, the emotions, the moments that will change everything. The night that shook Seoul. At exactly 9:37 p.m., Seoul's skyline lit up with flashes from hundreds of cameras as Rowoon and Park Eun stepped out hand in hand at a luxury press event, calm, glowing, and undeniably united. Reporters expected a simple joint appearance. No one expected the announcement that would follow. As they took their seats, Park Eun smiled gently at Rowoon, the same smile that once melted millions of hearts on screen, and Rowoon squeezed her hand before facing the crowd. Then he said the words that froze everyone in place. "We didn't plan to say this so soon. But sometimes, when something feels right, you don't wait. We're getting married." The room went silent. Then chaos erupted. Married? Already? Within seconds, headlines exploded across every major platform. Rowoon and Park Eun announce marriage. Fans in disbelief as K-drama couple goes real. The king's affection becomes real-life royal love story. Onlookers described the moment as cinematic, with even veteran reporters tearing up as the couple spoke about their journey, how friendship on set blossomed into love years later. Park Eun shared softly. "Rowoon was my best friend long before he was my partner. We learned each other's fears, dreams, and flaws. When we reconnected this year, it just felt like home." Rowoon added, with his voice trembling slightly, "For years, I admired her strength. She makes me a better man. I didn't want to waste another day pretending she wasn't the one." From real to real. Fans of the king's affection will remember the tender chemistry between the two, the way their eyes met in silent scenes, the way emotion seemed to ripple beneath every line of dialogue. Many had long suspected that their connection wasn't just acting. Behind the scenes, staff members have since confirmed that Rowoon would often stay behind after long shoots just to make sure Park Eun got home safely. During emotionally heavy filming days, he brought her hot tea and quietly encouraged her between takes. And though the drama wrapped years ago, they remained close, texting often, attending each other's events privately, and staying in touch through mutual friends. Then, early this year, fate stepped in again when both were cast in a joint CF campaign. One source revealed. The chemistry reignited instantly. Everyone on set could feel it. They were laughing between takes, sharing snacks, and it was just like watching the king's affection all over again, but real. A private relationship turned public fairy tale. According to close insiders, Rowoon and Park Eun began dating quietly 4 months before they went public. They met mostly in private, late-night walks near the Han River, quiet dinners away from Seoul's spotlight, sometimes escaping to Jeju Island under disguises. Even their agencies were reportedly unaware until tabloids spotted them together during a music awards afterparty. And while the initial leak caused panic within their teams, the couple decided not to deny the truth. Park Eun said during the press event, "We didn't want to hide love as if it were something to be ashamed of. We wanted to live it honestly." The bombshell within the bombshell. But what truly stunned fans wasn't just the marriage announcement. After the applause settled, Park Eun took a deep breath and smiled again, this time through tears. "We've always believed in timing. And though it may seem soon, our family will be growing." The crowd gasped. Rowoon nodded, holding her hand tightly. "Yes," he said softly. "We're expecting." For a moment, time stopped. Then the entire press hall erupted into cheers, flashes, and tears. Rowoon, known for his usually calm and composed demeanor, looked emotional, his voice cracking as he added, "I want to protect them both. My wife, my child, my everything." Fans and celebrities react. Within minutes, social media platforms crashed under the flood of reactions. Hashtag Rowoon Park Eun wedding. Hashtag royal couple returns. Hashtag the king's affection in real life. All trended worldwide within an hour. Fellow celebrities flooded their pages with congratulations. Kim Seon-ho wrote, "The most beautiful love story turned real." Bae's Suzy commented, "You two deserve every happiness in the world." Even Netflix Korea reposted a photo of their iconic king's affection kiss scene, captioned, "Who said fairy tales aren't real?" The wedding details. Reports suggest that the couple is planning an intimate ceremony in December 2025 at a private garden venue near Namsan Tower, the same location where Rowoon once shot one of his earliest CFs, symbolizing a full-circle moment. Park Eun-bin's agency has confirmed that both families have already met and blessed the union. The actress will continue her current projects until maternity leave next spring. As for Rowoon, sources close to his team revealed he has turned down 2 upcoming dramas to focus on his new life chapter. He said he wants to be by her side, not as an actor, but as a husband and father first. A wedding under secrecy until now. For weeks, details about the ceremony had been kept secret. Guests were invited under code names. Phones were confiscated at the entrance. Even media outlets were told to respect the couple's wish for privacy. But still, the world waited. Fans camped outside the venue, holding flowers and letters, whispering prayers and wishes into the crisp winter air. And as the clock struck noon, the first notes of a live string quartet echoed softly through the garden. Then came the moment. The doors opened, and Park Eun-bin stepped out, the bride that stopped time. Her gown was a masterpiece, handcrafted by a Parisian designer, embroidered with subtle patterns inspired by Korean hanbok textures. A delicate silk veil flowed behind her like mist. But it wasn't the dress that took everyone's breath away. It was the look in her eyes. There was peace,
joy,
and a quiet strength that spoke louder than any word. Rowoon, standing at the altar, looked frozen in disbelief. For a moment, even the cameras dared not move. He whispered, barely audible, "She's everything I ever dreamed of." As she reached him, Eun-bin's smile trembled slightly, her hand brushing against his. And in that second, every scene they'd ever filmed together, every gaze they'd ever shared on screen, came rushing back like memories from another lifetime. It was as if their drama had finally written its own ending, and this was it. The vows that broke millions. They didn't read from papers. They spoke from memory, from heart. Park Eun-bin began first. "I once believed love was something you performed, something you showed. But then I met you, and I realized love isn't a performance. It's quiet. It's real. It's the courage to stay, to listen, to grow. And I promise to keep growing with you, always." Rowoon's voice cracked as he responded, "You saw me when I was lost between fame and fear. You made me remember who I am when I wasn't sure anymore. And if I have to spend the rest of my life proving I deserve you, I will. Every day." Silence followed, and then soft sobs. Even industry veterans, managers, and staff who had worked with them for years were wiping their eyes. A star-studded fairy tale. Among the guests were some of Korea's biggest names. Song Joong-ki and Kim Tae-ri sat in the front row. IU performed an acoustic version of Through the Night as Eun-bin walked down the aisle. Nam Joo-hyuk and Kim Se-jong, longtime friends of Rowoon, served as witnesses. But one of the most emotional moments came when the director of The King's Affection, Kim Jae-hyun, stood up and delivered a short speech. "When I cast you 2 years ago, I thought I was choosing actors. I didn't realize I was watching destiny unfold." The crowd broke into applause. Epilogue. The first day of forever. The last photo taken that night captured them walking away from the venue. No cameras, no reporters, no lights. Just Rowoon holding Eun-bin's hand as she leaned on his shoulder, whispering something only he could hear. It wasn't the end. It was the beginning. because for Rowoon and Park Eun, forever had just begun.